John is one of the most talented musicians I've ever met. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, it's true.
You can typically find him playing the piano at such amazing establishments as the friendly confines of Wrigley Field.
Ooh. The organ.
It's
an organ.
He is tapping on the keys of that organ in some amazing ways.
Celebrity.
Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
With Matt and Phil.
where we talk all things whiskey.
And all things comedy. Welcome, John.
Hey.
Who do we have here today?
John, we have John here.
Yeah. Oh, it started?
John Benedeck. Yeah.
Okay.
We are honored to be joined by the very talented John Benedeck.
Stop it. Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome. It's really good to have you. Tonight we are going to be drinking Noah's Mill.
Okay.
This is a Willet brand whiskey,
Will it?
and I have never
Will it taste
had this.
good? Dad joke?
Yeah, I think you got to hit the dad
You
joke
gotta hit the
bottle
dad
there.
joke.
What if I laugh at a dad joke?
You can laugh at dad
Okay,
jokes,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you just can't say one.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
So this comes recommended from a customer.
Hold on. I learned a new way to do it. To do this, the nosing. Keep your mouth open.
You did
Okay.
learn something new.
I watched Neat.
You did watch
the documentary.
Neat. I knew
Very,
it.
very
I
good.
knew it.
Very good.
Okay.
Yep. So you open your mouth a little bit.
All right. You were going to tell me the history of it.
I don't know much history about it as much as
You put it on your mustache.
I asked. I saw a person wearing a pair of socks that said, "Ride bikes, drink bourbon," and it made me laugh. I chuckled.
Like a Schwinn? Or is it like a Harley? Like
No, like a Schwinn,
okay.
Swing.
like
Well, I mean-
cyclist.
Yeah.
Like a cyclist, yeah, and so we started talking about bourbon and asked, the famous question, like, what's your favorite? What do you go to? Noah's Mill.
Oh.
And I'd
Never heard of
seen
it.
this. We'd seen this
I've
bottle.
never heard of it.
Me neither.
I've seen this bottle all over the place, and I've just never picked it up because I didn't know much about it.
Or maybe you didn't have hands at that time.
I've had hands my entire life.
Oh,
As far as you know.
this is what I do.
This is what Matt
I
does.
just interrupt him with
I got to hand it to you.
stupid statements.
That's gonna take. That's gonna take one.
That's worth
That's one out of there.
that is worth a dad joke.
So this one comes from Bardstown, Kentucky. The Willet Distillery is who makes this one.
Sweet.
Mentioned earlier before we got started, this is a high proof, 114 proof. I thought you said somewhere. Yeah, 114.3, bottled by hand. So
Versus what?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like,
how else would you bottle it?
By machine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, machine now the
No,
man.
I don't know how they bottle stuff. Usually if I bottle something, I pour it in with my hands. But that makes it
Unless
better.
you don't
That
have
means
hands,
someone-
like
means a
Phil
person-
didn't used to.
wow, this one is really. This is really good. I really like that on the nose. The nosing.
I almost said it tastes good, but I haven't even tasted it yet. It tastes
Really?
good with my nose.
There is a very unique flavor in this in the nose here that I'm trying to pick up.
Can I just say something? I feel like eventually we're going to need to get some diversity because we all look the same. Literally.
Well, I mean, you look significantly different.
Well, now because I cut
We-
my
Yeah.
hair.
We used to look more alike.
Yeah.
All of us, all the same. We could be brothers.
You and I, there's a relationship prior to this recording, by the way, where I know him. So
Wait,
I know
define
both
relationship.
Of these people. It's like,
I was gonna say,
I generally know him,
Yeah.
but people have said that you and I were separated at birth.
Really?
We're
Probably.
actually twins.
I'd be talking to my parents.
I'm like, oh, all right. I mean,
I would.
I talked to my mom. She's very adamant that no.
Yeah, I talked to my parents as well, and you've never come up.
Yeah. No.
Maybe
Well,
they don't
naturally,
know.
I've never come up, but like,
Maybe they don't know.
Yeah,
maybe they don't know.
Just say it.
I think it'd be cool if we just
Yeah.
started telling people that we were
We're all
separated at birth,
related.
or
Unbelievable.
Am
Or
I
we just
still?
are
Am I still
brothers.
in
Or we
this
just are
situation, or
brothers.
did I lose out because I cut my hair?
Well,
Am I no longer a part of this?
I think you have your own brothers.
Yeah. Well, do you?
So
Or brothers.
brothers.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
there's
right
like-
the first time.
There's 7
Should've
of us
said
total.
that.
Yeah.
Should have said it that way and left it there.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we drink the whiskey?
Yeah.
We've not really been talking about,
Let's
but
do it.
There's something good there. I can't place it yet. Wow.
Joy.
It's very earthy for a bourbon.
Yeah.
You're earthy for a bourbon. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is
I'm
what
just
he
saying,
does.
it's like
Doesn't even make sense.
there's a peaty in there.
Really?
I don't know. It's like a super sweet Scotch.
Hmm.
If I had to put it, because there's not much syrup or like a sweetness. The
Yeah.
sweetness hits. It's there.
Mhm.
Mostly in the smell though.
Yeah.
I got raisin.
Mm-hmm.
Like a sweet raisin.
Yeah. I'm catching some coffee. I think that might be and that might be a little bit of the earthy stuff, but I'm catching a little bit of coffee in there somehow.
We talking Kenya?
I'm not getting the coffee at all.
No?
Well, I mean,
But
where are we talking?
I'll
Kenya?
think
Are we
about
talking Mexico?
High elevation.
High
So
elevation
Costa Rica.
coffee, Costa Rica.
Yeah, easily. Single origin.
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're typically a Scotch guy?
How much of a tool do we sound like right now?
Just the biggest.
Lots of,
All the tools.
Yeah.
Like a tool belt or a full belt.
We're a full tool.
Full belt.
We're not
Full
just
tool
one
belt.
tool. We're just the
We're all-
case. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
DeWalt.
we're like a Milwaukee
multi-tool, yeah.
Milwaukee Christmas deal pack.
That's right. Okay.
So good.
Continue.
It's so good. I was going to ask John here. So you're typically into bourbons, or I'm sorry, Scotch.
Well, I like bourbons.
Okay.
I like some scotches, but they tend to be more expensive.
Okay.
It's easier to get a less expensive good bourbon
Mhm.
than a less expensive good scotch. So,
Okay.
From what I've seen.
That's
But then
fair.
Again, I'm not much. I don't go around looking for deals. I'll go to like Garfield or Benny's. And like, oh, okay.
Well,
The Four Roses is on sale. I'll go
There's
grab
one.
that. And, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look
So-
at that. There's one.
So all things
Over there.
whiskey then. That's good.
Mhm.
Let's grab one.
That's good.
And buy one. There it is.
Not much for ryes. I don't
Okay.
like rye. But
Is it for a particular reason that you don't like the rye?
no, it could just be a preconceived notion. I don't
that
have as
it's
much experience.
Spicy or
Well, I like scotches.
Do you like rye bread?
I like Lagavulin 16. I'll take the 90 day.
yeah.
But do you like rye bread?
Yeah. The marbled rye with butter. Oh yeah.
Marlboro rye?
Yeah, the marbled
made with
Oh.
tobacco.
yeah, Marlboro. The Marlboro Reds bread.
Love
you
it.
get at Benedict's Lestrade
Very
here.
smoky.
Yeah,
Very smoky. Little nutty.
good.
Little nutty. Like a
toasted, right? Yeah,
toasted
yeah.
nuttiness.
Toasted.
At the end, kind of the back taste, I'm getting corn husk.
Okay.
Almost
Yeah.
like a little,
I
like
get
almost
that.
like roasted corn husk a little bit. Like when you put corn in the cob on the grill, the smell of the kind of the burning corn husk.
Yeah.
See, I used to think all whiskeys taste like jet fuel. Like that was like even just like a year ago.
Yeah.
But like slowly I grew into just loving jet fuel. So
So now whiskey tastes good.
yeah, now whiskey tastes
Yeah,
great.
it is,
So-
you have enough jet fuel,
and jet
it's
fuel
still jet
tastes
fuel.
terrible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
way more expensive.
Oh yeah.
So much more
Yes.
expensive.
Plus the planes need it.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
Gotta protect the country.
let's not talk to Boeing about that.
Boeing. I don't know. What the heck was that?
I'm trying to get
No,
back
Boeing,
to
Boeing, it's the sound the plane makes when it hits the
Boeing.
ground.
Oh my gosh. Too soon?
Too late.
Too late.
There's been 4 incidents with the same plane. Do something about it. Do something
something.
about it, Boeing.
Do something.
Do something. I don't know which camera.
Do
It's weird. There's
something.
multiple
Look at all of them.
at the same time.
all of them, and I will
that
cut
one's
to
the
all of
biggest
them.
screen, and it's got a decent view. So
Yeah, maybe you should not wear shorts.
it was nice out today. It's gonna snow next week, inevitably.
Tell you what, it's not nice in here right now.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you that. I'm
It's a
not
little.
liking.
It's a little musky.
I don't think I can use the wide shot.
Well, he's in that shot.
I may
He's
have to
probably in this
ventilate.
one too.
You're in all the shots. I
That's
can't
perfect.
use.
You're in all of them.
I'm gonna use AI and put like a kilt on
the
you. or
back of your
something.
head is ridiculous.
I think
Yeah,
a kill would be
ridiculous,
worse.
Yeah,
I think a kill would be worse.
At least it would be interesting.
more. Yeah.
At least we'd have something interesting to look at.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
All right. So, what do you think of the Noah's Mill?
I like that a lot. I like the higher proof bourbons.
Did you want to see this? Is that why you're reaching?
Yeah.
I'm really getting the corn husk
yeah.
a lot. Yeah, for sure.
There is a very, very sweet something on my nose that I can't quite place. But
It's sweet at the beginning.
Really, really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's sweet at the beginning.
I always get a caramel.
Yeah.
Like they usually anytime
Yeah.
I have any bourbon, it just seems to be this like candy
That's a thing.
caramel.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I've gotten licorice. And it's like a blend, because I don't like licorice, but usually if it's just kind of a hint, like you're smelling it almost.
Yeah.
Because that could be that, but I have to think about it.
Yeah, there's just something that kind of cuts through that sweet there, and I enjoy it. It's
Very
fantastic.
good. Yeah.
It does smell good.
So great,
smell
great
good.
suggestion
does
on that one.
Yeah.
This one comes in
Well done.
about 65
Well done, person.
bucks.
How much?
About 65 for this.
That's
one.
not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's as much as a wild turkey, like the
Like a good wild
the
turkey,
rare
though.
breed.
Yeah.
Not an
Okay.
actual turkey, people.
No,
Yeah, those
okay.
are free if you go to Bull Valley.
You just
Just a bunch of
Dead
turkeys.
turkey.
But
we have a bird theme going on. I feel like with a lot of our episodes,
Yeah. Well,
we like birds. What can we say? We like birds.
me too. We're big fans.
Big fans of birds.
Big fans of birds. Any feathered creature.
Really, any creature.
Most creatures. We like them all.
Like John.
except deer,
Yeah, he does.
Well, and
rats
geese.
with hooves. They're terrible.
We really don't like geese.
No.
No,
Do you
no.
not like geese?
Canadian, like they're called Canadian geese, but like I always thought Canadians were very,
No, they're
temperamental and sensible and patient, kind.
not. Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
Supposedly or
Please-
supposedly.
Please stop.
I don't know. I'm actually.
it's supposedly.
There's a
But
D.
again, there's a
We've
D.
triggered John again.
Oh,
Again.
he's gonna play some music. Do you get it when you get triggered? Do you just go right to? I'm gonna play some music.
No, I usually just yell.
Like in Footloose, when they get mad, they dance.
They go to the warehouse.
Yeah. I'm just gonna dance. What if that was the way we did everything in life?
Dance.
Like whatever your skill is, when you get angry, you just
Like
do
West
that.
Side Story, just
You just do that skill even
we're gonna
harder.
fight
Yeah.
in the alley,
gonna-
but we're gonna dance it out. Yeah.
I just go somewhere and I just start telling jokes like to a brick wall, which is basically like doing comedy.
No.
anyway.
I mean, you're in
knock
front
on
of
the
a brick door, a brick wall.
That's
that's
pretty
that
much just I've
happens.
described it. Open mic is what that is.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So John is one of the most talented musicians I've ever met. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, it's true.
You can typically find him playing the piano at such amazing establishments as the friendly confines of Wrigley Field.
Ooh, the
where
organ.
He is
It's an
the-
organ.
where
It's an
he
organ.
is-
It's an organ.
He is tapping on the keys of that organ in some
Slapping the
amazing
keys.
ways.
Celebrity.
So you are a Cubs fan.
You're the
Oh, yeah.
Cubs
Born and
organist.
raised.
This is the Cubs
And
organist.
if you haven't figured that out, thank you for explaining that.
You're
Matt.
welcome.
We weren't sure if
Well, you said piano, so
I think people added it together. What were you saying,
oh,
Phil?
okay.
so big Cubs fan your whole life.
You guys don't need me for this, do you?
No.
And
Finish your whiskey.
just look into this camera and don't do anything else for the next couple minutes. I'm going to talk
This
to our
is
friend
partially
John
his podcast. He just derails it the whole time.
the entire
The
time.
whole time.
It is what we do. Is
And speaking of accommodations, if you guys have two chairs and you expect, like, yeah, we're gonna have a guest thing.
you
Okay, do you want to bring in the roster of chairs?
I have a lot
I
of
told
them.
you, it looks like you raided an old schoolhouse. Those are the chairs you have. Like, here you go. Here's a plank from the Depression.
The problem is,
and then you sit on that. And then this. And I told him, of all the chairs, this was the most comfortable
That
chair he
is a
has.
child's
and
chair.
it was a joke. It was a joke. And it's the most comfortable chair you offered me.
I didn't offer you my lap. That'd be pretty comfortable.
Do you have an HR department in this podcast?
no,
No.
it's his wife, and she doesn't listen.
She already fired me.
Help.
Help me.
There's already been
You can
several
thank,
write-ups.
you can thank Madison
file
for
it.
finding all these chairs on the side of the road.
I'm gonna,
right.
you're gonna be a hashtag, dude. I'm telling you.
I hope so.
You're just.
At least there'll be something.
You get canceled before
Were we
this.
talking about something?
You were so
You're the Cubs organist.
born.
Thanks. Basically, just. All right.
We've established now that you are. I guess you play the organ for the
Yeah,
Cubs.
Yeah, it is.
Is this what you decided?
Yeah.
Great. So, Cubs fan your whole life. This has to have been the reason you started playing piano.
So here's the thing. I was a piano player from like 6 years on. I was classically trained by a wonderful woman named Sally Mantolo. She still is wonderful. Very patient with me. I learned in the first couple of years that I could play by ear. Like that was my thing. So reading music became secondary. Like,
Secondy.
It
became secondy.
I don't know what I was going to say. Supposedly
became secondy.
It became secondy. Yes. No, it was on the back burner, and she's like classically Juilliard trained, so she had every right to be like, John, no, you're going to learn the music, learn technique, but she didn't do that. She's like, I could see this is the way you want to go, but it's also important to learn this stuff. So we put those two together for my entire time with her, and that's how I grew up. So I appreciated the Mozarts, the Beethovens, the Bachs, all that stuff, and then could also invent and do fun things with it. So through that, I can kind of play stuff that you'd hear on the radio that wasn't necessarily put to music. So pop music, there's no really sheet music for Lady Gaga. Some of it maybe, but like that's not typically how you learn that song or hear it.
Usually you go to a club and
right,
bounce around, and then you do that enough times you remember the song.
Exactly. That's yes. Good point, man.
More you know.
The ring.
See if I can superimpose the star.
Just you got to do it over my.
Yeah.
I'm
totally doing it.
If you could add it to his hand,
Yeah.
so that he drew the
Just
star,
give me a lot of
as
work.
Just keyframe
motion
it.
track.
Keyframe it, motion track.
hand
it.
it.
It's taking forever
It's
to do
easy.
this. I'm
This
tired
is
already.
So easy.
You just keep doing it. It's
Send me
more
the file.
work.
I'll do it.
It's more
I'll do
work.
it 5 times because it's the 5th time I've done it. I'll do it. But anyway,
So you got good at music.
yeah. So I
Listening by ear.
did an array of things through college or through high school, then into college, and I ended up not going into music. That was a thought to go, do conservatory or something, but it was expensive, and I wasn't as hard of a worker as I probably should have been, so I didn't get any scholarships. So, college
Feel
expensive.
you there,
and
brother.
yeah.
I'll drink to that. This guy didn't even finish high school.
Oh, thanks, Matt. I didn't realize that's where we were headed. Great.
Okay. Is this also just an audio form?
No.
Because
Yeah.
Cameras.
it's just video.
No, it's
Like you-
also an audio. Yeah.
Guys-
People right now are listening on Apple going, what is happening? Why is there so much silence?
So yeah, for those who are just listening,
We're not doing audio.
that was Matt insulting his co-host needlessly for no contextual reason, and I had my hand pressed on my face like this, and I just didn't know what to say.
It's
but
usually
I had to remember that there was 8 full seconds of nothing, and I have to now narrate the silence.
Yeah.
Because it's audio. So that's a good segue because I went into radio production. That was my college thing.
Okay.
And one of my jobs that I got there was the public address announcer for all these sporting events. I did basketball, volleyball, softball, baseball.
And this was in college?
Just in college at
So
Western.
at Western Illinois.
Western Illinois. Neck up. For the Knicks.
Well, the Knicks.
But for the baseball games,
whatever you say, John.
I had a foot pedal
Uh-huh.
for my microphone, and I had the keyboard that I would have like an organ patch built into.
Oh, in college?
At college. So like me and the athletic director were like pretty tight, and he said yes to a lot of stuff that I asked him. So I was just like, hey, can I bring a keyboard? He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
50 people at the games, who cares? And set it up. It was kind of like, I have a picture of it somewhere, but it's like a one-man band. That's how I got the rhythm of the game down. I had no idea where it would lead me, in anything. So I graduated, started producing, doing freelance production for podcasts. People would send me files, and I'd make them and send them off. And one of them was a guy in Lake in the Hills named Stu. And Stu McVicker. He is
a name.
What a name.
I know. Take a Cubs fan, like your idea of a Cubs fan, multiply it by 1,000, and you still haven't touched him.
Okay.
He's got millions of dollars of memorabilia in his basement.
Wow.
He decked it out. He's got
Wait, he's in Lake in the Hills?
Yeah.
I've seen this basement.
Yeah. So I
My
still work
friend
for
used
him,
to be his neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stu, he's great.
Not a neighbor anymore, but completely decked out. I've seen that thing. It's incredible.
It's crazy. It's insane. He's got Kerry Wood's locker. He's got a life-size
Does
bobblehead.
Kerry Woods know? He may be looking for that.
No, but like, he's signed
You
it.
have people looking for
He
that.
signed it.
Life-size bobblehead of who?
No, he has his locker.
No. I was hearing
Life-size bobblehead of Anthony
the whole
Rizzo.
thing.
You were listening?
Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Yep.
Yeah, and he signed that
A
too.
life-size
Yeah,
bobblehead?
it's
Yeah.
6'2". Full-size bobblehead. That was sent to him by
When it's
Tom Ricketts.
Does it do this when it's
Doesn't do the
Bottling.
hips.
No, see how your head's not moving.
No, but this is how he bats because apparently
Yeah,
you
he
have
does
to
the hip thrust.
hip
He's
thrust
right,
the
yeah.
air.
If you watch Rizzo waiting for the ball, he
I'm
does
like,
that weird hip
just
thrusting.
stop it.
That's why he gets hit by so many pitches.
Yeah.
It's either hypnotizing or annoying.
If you
I don't
thrust
know.
that much, you should get hit by a pitch. That's all I have to say.
And then he gets
Or
free
have
bag.
a life-size bobblehead made of you.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was
better.
but anyway.
So
I
Stu
No.
got this from the Ricketts directly.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Like, sent to him by the Ricketts. It
Okay,
was
so
in his
you
driver one
meet
day.
Stu through this podcasting.
So I meet him from a
thing.
mutual friend because he has what he does with this basement, his man cave. So he has Cubs players or personalities, anybody associated with the Cubs over, and he charges an admission for people to come hang out with them and get autographs and hear the interviews, and he gives all the money away to charity. I think he's
Cool.
raised like $900,000 out of his basement.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome. I
incredible.
think I met
That's
him
insane.
at an event
You probably met him. Yeah.
that we
'cause-
were at once.
Yeah.
I think he came to your last show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
he came to
did.
your last show.
Yeah, he was there. Nice guy, great guy. But I was his producer for this podcast, similar to what we're doing here.
Cool.
But he'd interview players, and then he happens to have, among all of his memorabilia, he has an organ that was at Wrigley in the 90s.
Okay.
Nice.
That was just collecting dust. No one was playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, hey, I'm a piano player. Let me give us a try. At least turn it on and give it some noise for the events. He's like, go for it. So I did. At one of these events, I think it was Mitch Williams, early 2020. It was right after Gary Presley retired. Gary Presley was the organist that I replaced. Sorry, context.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Thank you.
I'm tracking.
good. So I'm following you. Just pretend that you are.
Just watch me for the changes and try to keep up.
I'll just
Glaze.
catch it myself with
Just
reacting.
a glaze. No.
Who retired?
So Gary Presley.
Gary Presley is the former
He was the organist at
for the
Wrigley
Cubs.
for 34 years. Man.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there a long time. Never missed a game. Not one.
Wow.
I think he passed up Cal Ripken Jr. for consecutive games, which
Okay.
is
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Should have a bobblehead of him.
Yeah, I
It'd just be his hands.
can get you one. No, it's his face. He's got a good one.
Yeah, he can get you one.
But,
All right, get it to
You
me.
didn't know you could ask
Prove
for
it.
that.
Yeah.
Do
But
it.
You
You
want
want
every bobblehead now.
I'll find it somewhere. It's probably on eBay. But I don't know. But so anyway,
he
someone
retires
caught
and-
me on tape playing at one of these events, threw my hat in the ring, and the Cubs reached out to me. One thing led to another. 5 days before the world shut down, 2020,
Yeah.
they gave it to me.
They're like, "Hey,
But-
we'll give it to this guy. The world's closing anyways. What are we gonna? What do we got to lose? Little did they know, the world opened back up, and Mr. John Benedeck is
Wide
the
open.
Cubs organist.
Actually, that first year was terrible.
You were all alone. You were playing all alone.
Literally
the
himself.
baseball season wasn't terrible. Just the year itself was awful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it was
Well, that goes
really
without
weird.
saying.
Really, really weird. What a weird year. But yeah, there was no one in the ballpark. It was like the silver lining was that we can get all the, we can work out all the kinks
Yeah.
and just figure it out and figure out make some mistakes, but no one was there. And then by 2021, when some people are coming back,
You were good
we're
to go.
good to go. So
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Man, congratulations.
Thanks.
It's a really cool story. And
That's cool, man.
That's really awesome.
That's awesome. And you get to meet some cool celebs. You
I do.
saw Jim Belushi.
yeah, Jim Belushi was one of them. Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, the guy that
He's-
everyone
yeah.
tells
Yep.
me I look
So
like.
that was a
Not
fun.
anymore.
actually
he's-
more.
Say it again.
He looks like Bob Odenkirk. Kirk.
Cork.
Odd
too much of that.
Odenkirk.
Odenkirk.
Odin.
Orden.
Erdenkirk.
Odenkirk.
Did you meet Jim Gaffigan?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How about Dan Aykroyd?
No, I haven't met Dan.
Chris
Aykroyd.
Chelios.
Yes, a couple of times.
Yeah, I
He's-
saw that one recently.
Yeah, so the first time he came up, he had like a Mai Tai or something, and then he
As
says,
one
"Can I
does.
play something?" And he just reaches over. The organ's muted because we're gonna rehearse, so he's just playing. I'm like, Chris Chelios is playing the organ. It's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's-
Bill
But,
Murray?
He's been there. I did not meet him, so
Bummer.
the me and Josh Langhoff, my counterpart, we split the season, and he was at that game when Bill Murray. I don't know if he went in because sometimes they don't come in to rehearse.
Okay.
They just if they've done it enough or they don't care, they just go up and sing it and leave. But most of the time they come in and rehearse.
My dad ran into Harry Carey at a urinal.
At a what?
Urinal.
Oh, naturally.
A urinal or a trough?
Well, at the time it was a trough. And you
It
knew
still
it was
is.
because my
It's
dad looked
still-
over
It's still a trough. Yeah.
at him. And he's like, hey, you're Harry Carey. He's like, ah! Look over here.
Actually, not a bad. I was not expecting that good of a.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty. That's
pretty good.
wild.
That's actually pretty good.
It's the only impression I can do, apparently.
I think we gotta add that one into the show.
Calorie here.
You'd kill and
Cobbleswell.
you'd kill
Yeah.
dropping that one in.
Just throw on the big black rim glasses.
Is it me doing Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey, or is it just me doing Harry
Doesn't
Carey?
matter.
I think
Doesn't
it's
matter.
anybody.
Does it matter?
It's such a hyperbole.
I like Will Ferrell's like,
Yeah. Yeah, he just with the shake.
yeah.
Man, cow disease. Just
If the moon were made of cheese, would you eat it? Hey,
It's a yes or no question.
it's a yes or no
Say yes and
question.
we'll move on.
Say yes. Oh my gosh.
So the trough thing.
Hey.
Most of I don't want to say that our demographic is mostly going to be of a particular gender.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that it is.
it's most.
There's no chicks watching this. What are you talking about? Madison doesn't even watch it.
This is so
I had to
stupid.
like beg her to watch it, and then literally, I kid you not, Cora, our 3-year-old, was in the car listening to like most of the episode, and at one point, Cora said, "Today, listening to our latest one, can you please turn this off?" Like, thanks, child. You're grounded,
I appreciate you speaking
but
up.
thanks for the
Yes, yes.
honesty.
You're
So we don't
grounded.
really,
So we don't know what our demographic
we don't
audience
test well
is.
with
Guys,
3-year-olds.
it's men.
So
It's men.
So we can confirm. This was a conversation that we had the other day.
Yeah.
We can confirm that the troughs still exist at Wrigley Field.
Yeah. They do.
why?
Yeah.
Pee into troughs at Wrigley Field.
Like cows.
It's very economical.
Cows don't pee in the troughs, though. That's why. Where do they come up
eat.
with this?
They
Out of
eat
troughs.
out of the
Right.
troughs.
So what is the message here that we're trying to say?
Convenience.
You know how it's not convenient.
There's
Very
rarely a
green
line.
of them.
It's rarely a line.
Well, yeah, because everyone's
Because you
peeing
can
in their
just-
pants at the in their seat.
No,
You ever
they
do-
just
you-
walk up there
you
and
guys
pee
ever
in
do
the trough.
Trough slides.
No.
So you know slip and slides, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
participate, and usually for money or after
amount of
you
money
don't
is-
really know who you are anymore at a certain point.
hey!
You do a running start,
Yeah.
crow hop, and
Oh,
you do
In the
good, old,
slide.
good old side. Yeah,
That does not sound.
but it's a unique
Fun.
experience.
It certainly is unique. That's for sure.
That's
Yeah.
who you do it for.
nowhere else
The
in the
stories,
world.
the stories, or the memories. One of the two.
If you can remember it,
You won't.
you won't.
So said something about crowd work.
I did. I was gonna. Well,
40 minutes into the episode, let's get to a joke. Here I am over
What I
here
was
just
gonna
like, I'll just
ask-
shut up and drink my whiskey.
there's the clap again. What I was gonna ask was, and I think you guys can both relate to this.
You don't even need me for this episode,
when
do
you're.
you?
I'd prefer you just laugh just to leave.
You're figuring that out now.
You guys just want my house, my office. It's fine. It's good. Give me the Whoppers. Hand me the Whoppers.
You want the Whoppers?
Yeah, just
We're not listening to you eat on this podcast again.
yeah. I can't even listen to myself.
It's
like
pretty
sip.
terrible.
Oh yeah.
I was going to ask you, so in your performances, so obviously with doing the Cubs games, you don't have a ton of interaction with crowds, but you have performed live for different venues for different things like you mentioned weddings, you've done some coffee houses, you've done some dueling pianos. Talk to me about like some of the like more interesting crowds that you've worked with, some of your pet peeves about what crowds can be like, some of the things that
If you say anything
love
about me,
crowds.
I will not be.
And I think Matt will have some thoughts here too, because
Yeah.
both of you are very much dependent on how the crowd reacts to you and responds to you. And I just want to hear a little bit about that.
Let me
from
just say
both
this.
of you.
So like I can, before you answer, like, so I can say that one of the things I look forward to, and actually one of the things I love about stand up is that it's live and that you can react with the crowd and use the crowd to kind of feed into your performance and play off of them and all that stuff. So crowd work, meaning like improvising a little bit with the crowd, that's one thing. But then just in general, your performance and like there's almost two parts of this. There's like the skill of crowd work, which there's some people who are just so good at it. Like Matt Rife is one of the guys. He's really, really good at it. Gosh, what the heck? There's
Jeff Arturi.
Yes, I was just about to say that. He's really good.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of comics that are really good at the crowd work, and but then there's the inspirational side of it, which is like I, as a performer, get jazzed up and I get energy in the middle of the show that almost helps me continue to do the show from the crowd response. So for you, like, I mean, I've been at, like when you do shows at the coffee house and you're playing your music, are you getting that same kind of reaction at a coffee house versus like doing it at the Cubs? Like, do you hear response? How does it go?
It's a very different type of crowd interaction, because at a Cubs game, you are more or less in the same position as the spectators. The spectacle of a ball game is the players.
Right.
Okay, that's like the match or the game or whatever you want to call it that's happening is what everyone's watching. Everyone is just reacting to it. I'm reacting to it with the music. Everyone else is reacting to it with their boos or their cheers or whatever.
Or their golden slides, or whatever they're
there
doing.
There you go. Yeah. That's golden slides.
That's what you said it was, right?
Trough slide.
Trough slide. But we all know what it really is.
One of it's worse. I don't know which one. But again, so I'm just the cheerleader with the music at a ball game, and there is some, call and respond type thing where like people will do.
And I've seen them where you've trolled the other team, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's the because the DJ, because there's also a DJ who plays like canned music, regular music for the walk-ups for Cubs players, because they choose their walk-up song. It's their theme song. For opposing players, I will play something that pertains to their name. And I am not the innovator in this. I fully plagiarize. I'm Nancy Faust was a White Sox organist for 44 years or something like that. And then Matthew Kaminsky down at the Braves, he's been doing this exact same thing, and multiple organists do this. They take a name, like I'd say it's Manny Pena. He was a brewer. I play pina coladas.
If you like pina coladas.
Right. Harrison Bader. Darth Bader. Something like that. And I'll just take their song. Or there you can go deeper than that. I think the best one was...
What's the best troll you've done? I feel like I saw one not too long ago, and I was like, oh.
Ooh. Well, Tommy Edman, he was a Cardinal. This is a favorite. So his last name's Edman. So I'll play Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's super somber, sad song, and it usually goes over pretty well. I think.
Do you ever get anyone to get mad at you?
Not really. I mean, I don't think the players.
It's not like they can come up there and be like, "Hey, man, I don't like it. Play a different song."
Apparently, I guess Charles Barkley.
Is that how ball players?
Let me tell you what, that song was terrible, terrible, terrible.
If Charles Barkley were walking up, what song would you play?
Wolfing them churros down.
That's Frank Caliendo doing Charles Barkley. What? Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Terrible.
Is that Kermit the Frog doing it?
What if Charles Barkley were walking up to the plate as an opposing player, what song would you play?
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Okay.
Barkley.
Oh.
Okay. I was going to go Gnarls, and I thought maybe
Gnarls Barkley.
Look
again.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly.
Oh.
That is exactly.
Okay, we're done.
You know what it reminds me of?
Have
you seen that Jimmy Fallon, the Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake?
Barry Gibb, yeah. It's the Barry Gibb talks.
With Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, because he played. It was Andy Gibb and Barry Gibb.
Barry Gibb.
Can I lose it, my mind?
It's like
this is enthralling stuff.
Oh.
So,
If you're still listening,
they've left.
They're not.
They've all left.
This is for us now.
Certainly,
This
Cora,
is just for us.
Certainly, my 3-year-old Cora has shut it down. Can we turn on something else? Well, this was good.
Yeah.
This is fun.
crowd work.
Crowd work, man.
Oh, we only talked about half of it, I guess.
We can't.
We talked
We talked about you, man. This is good. This is good.
We're going to have you back.
Okay.
A less grumpy John.
We'll have you front too. Hey.
Sorry. We don't want your back. We want your front.
Yeah.
Your front.
Get the
Well, I
dad
think we're
jokes.
getting enough of your front from this angle.
I'm ventilating.
Thanks for coming in this space to ventilate.
It was really good to have you. Thanks for sharing your story.
Appreciate you,
and
Phil.
and some whiskey.
Thanks.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
man.
you enjoyed it.
Thanks,
I
Phil.
certainly enjoyed our time.
Brother.
Yeah.
This guy's got to go.
It's
So
thanks, Phil.
You.
You're welcome. And Matt.
Thanks, Phil.
It's fine.
You're
I'm
welcome,
just gonna-
John.
I'm going to use AI to cut all of your heads off, and it'll just be. I'm going to put like a Barbie doll head on you and motion track it. Can you help me with that?
You got to punctuate that sentence at some point.
No. Punctuate your face.
It's going to punch you right in the face.
That's the end.
Next time on Whiskey Bits.
Well, Phil, I have the flannel again,
Welcome back, Flannel.
and I have much less hair.
Heidi ho, Flanderino.
Heidi ho, Flanderino. You're like the Al Borland to my Tim Taylor.
Aren't-
I'm wearing the flannel.
I'm more like the Wilson.
Yeah, you're the Wilson. Yeah, hide your face.
I should.
Maybe we get more viewers.
My mom always said I had a face for radio.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Hey, thanks for sticking around. That's it for this episode of Whiskey Bits. But if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.